Hi guys, Alex here from Drayton's. Here we've got a Volkswagen Golf 1.6 TDI BlueMotion Tech SE nav, finished in tungsten silver metallic paint. All the wheels and tyres are in very good condition. These are 16-inch Linus alloy wheels. At the back, with it being an estate, you do get a good amount of space. Even the standard hatchback Golf has got a very good amount of space in the boot, so that's just extended, and the back seats will fall down if you need any extra room in there. There is also some through loading for longer items in the middle seat. You do also have some space down the left and right hand side with the 12-volt socket just there, and you do also have a bit of extra space under here between the spare wheel and then the boot liner. This car has got MOT until the 1st of the 11th 2022 and was last serviced on the 28th of the 4th 2020. Come with a full service history. Interior, so we've got the cloth, micro cloth in Titan black, so you've got decent bolsters on the side and the base to keep you in place. The seats are very comfortable, and that continues to the rear as well, with the exception of the centre seat, which is a different material. Still cloth, but doesn't have the pattern. Up front we have your rev counter on the left and your speedo on the right, with your digital screen in the centre. So we've got a few different things you can have on the digital screen. So you've got a digital speedo, average speed, average MPG, fuel range, things like that. You've also got various different tabs. So you've got your assist system, so when you have your adaptive cruise control on, that shows there, and you can change the distance and things like that on here as well, just to see how far away you are on the system. You've also got a speed limiter, which is just showing there. Next we have the nav. So when you don't have a route set, it's just a compass, but when you do have a route set, it will show you next direction. And we have your audio tab, whether that be the radio or whether that's your Spotify or anything like that, Apple Music, whatever you prefer. And then you've got your Bluetooth tab, so your recent calls will show on there, so you can make calls directly to your recent contacts. And then back to the vehicle status. So this will show any issues or anything like that. So if you've got doors open, as you can see, if you need to put a new battery in the key, that will show on there as well. And then back to the driving data. Moving on to the main screen, you've got a touchscreen system, but you do also have a scroller for certain menus as well. You've got touchscreen tabs on the left and right hand side. So starting off, we've got DAB, FM, AM radio. We also have media tab, so various different sources, CD, Bluetooth, aux, USB, SD card as well, whatever your personal preference is. You've also got Apple CarPlay, Android Auto and MirrorLink, which means you can have your own phone screen on the screen in the car, but if you prefer just to have your calls and your music coming through, then you can just do that via Bluetooth as well, as I will show here. So just connect your Bluetooth up and it will bring up your contacts, your call lists, things like that, and you can make calls directly from the system. And you've also got colour Satnav, so you can have various different views on this Satnav, 2D or 3D, with auto day or night view. Points of interest you can change as well. It's a very easy Satnav system to use, and it's nicely up to date as well. So you just go on new destination and then pop in the destination on here and off you go. Also have your vehicle settings, so we have your trip computer on here, which goes into a bit more detail, and then we've got your various driver assistance and parking assistance as well, and you've also got your service on here as well. So if you just want to check that, then the service and inspection are on here, but you will get a reminder close to the time that it is about to be due. Speaking of parking, we do have front and rear parking sensors with the selective display on the screen. That will come on automatically when you put the car into reverse or when you're going at very low speeds, such as crawling in traffic. If a moped goes by you, for example, it will flash up on there, and you can turn it on and off just by pressing this button here. You also got traffic updates as well, so live traffic updates in your area, which is very useful if you've got a long journey planned, or any journey to be honest. And then you've got various sound settings as well. Moving down, we have a single zone climate control, so you've got temperature, fan speed and directional control, as well as aircon, heated rear windscreen, and the circulation on there as well. Down here we have a USB and an aux port just in here, which you won't be able to see because it's too dark, but they're just in there, so that's where you'll connect your Apple CarPlay or Android Auto to. We have a 5-speed manual gearbox. The manual gearbox in the VWs is nice and smooth. It does exactly what you expect, goes into gear really well, and it makes moving through gears, especially at slower speeds, a lot easier, especially because the clutch is quite light as well, so it doesn't put too much pressure on your leg when you're crawling in traffic, which, especially in London, it's always nice to have that. We have various different driving modes as well. You've got Eco, Normal, Sport and Individual. On the individual settings you can change, for example, the steering's in Normal, driving, Sport, so you have lighter steering from the normal setting, but you have sharper throttle response from the drive being in Sport mode as well, so you've got the best of both worlds on there. Moving down, we have your engine start stop button here and the parking button which I showed earlier. We also have an electronic parking brake and hill hold assist as well as a 12-volt socket and a couple of cup holders. The central console reservation is pretty good. It's quite deep, it's not particularly wide, but you can fit whatever you need to fit in there really. One thing I do like about the VWs is in the door pockets you do have them lined with felt, so if you put in any for change or anything like that in there, they won't rattle around on the side of the door pockets. That's in each one as well, so the rear as well also has that, and that is the same in the glove box as well. Just to show you, the CD player is just in the glove box as well, that's why you can't see it on here. Moving on to the steering wheel, you've got a relatively flat bottom steering wheel, nice grip to it. It does feel like a sporty steering wheel. It's not too chunky and it's not too small, so it's got a good grip to it. Your cruise controls are on the left hand side, so to turn on is the 0-1 button, and that will just flash up there, so you know you've got your cruise control on. And then to change between speed limiter and adaptive cruise control is just this button on here. And then to change the distance of the adaptive cruise control, you just press that and it will cycle through the distances. You've also got your volume controls on here as well, and your hands-free and your track controls, as well as the buttons for the system in front as well. We have your indicator stalk on the left hand side, your rain sensing wipers on the right hand side, as well as automatic lights and heated, electrically adjustable and electrically folding wing mirrors as well. The spec of the Golfs is very good, especially when considered with other brands as well. In the back you also get the cloth seats as in the front too. Good amount of space in the rear, enough room for 3 in the back, so it's not too uncomfortable, not too cramped. Yeah, as I was saying, the spec on the Golfs is very well. The VWs in general is very good, especially when compared to other brands as well. So some of the tech that you've got on the VWs isn't standard on other brands, so it's nice to have those. They come well equipped and they're easy to drive, comfortable to drive, and pretty frugal on fuel as well, so you get good fuel economy as well. This car will come with 6 months gold cover warranty, which can be extended for as little as £199 for an extra 6 months. We also have a range of finance options available, so if finance is something you're looking for, then we can help you out with that as well. If you need any more information on this car or any of the cars we have in stock, please go to draytons.co.uk. Thank you.